if you get the opportunity to, like I've had luckily, to work or alongside or watch them working, like I went to Warrington one day, watched them train, and you learn from people like that because they're experts, they're successful, and you know, pick who's worth listening to. But in any sport, it doesn't matter. The sports have lots of correlation. They come together, don't they? And like the disciplines, the hard work, and then there are lots of other principles like movement and so on, don't they? Come into a lot of sport, don't they? Like movement in rugby, swerving about, you know, movement. They all imbue movement, don't they? And one of the good things recently was that Wigan under 21s went to the Royal School of Ballet. Spent time with them. And I think how advanced, go back 10 years, you'd have been laughed at, wouldn't you? Now they went there to learn to move better. And one came away and said, I'd had problems with my ankle, but the movement there, what I learned there has helped. And you just think, how wonderful is that, isn't it?
I think sharing ideas, being open to communication, not being insular. I mean, we ask players not to be insular, you know, and think when you're on a court, it's not just about you hitting the ball, it's about who's doing what to whom on the court. You're playing against somebody. It's a very open game, open skill. And I think it's the same with coaching. It's not being insular and just think, and there's many ways to win a squash match. And we all have different philosophies. But I mean, you look at the top 10 players in the world in any sport, men and women, and they all have different ways and different styles. And in squash, Shabagi wins by pace and power. Shabini Raneem, it's a lot more kind of, you know, with the creativity and so on. Not to say that Shabagi's not that, but he's predominantly about pace and power. Farag doesn't hit the ball hard, you know, he just moves the ball consistently. James with his ball control, Nick Matthew with his volleying. So that, you know, there's many ways to win a game, and we all have different beliefs on things and philosophies on techniques and so on, and different ways to improve as coaches. But I think if you want to really develop yourself, I think you can look at other sports, you know, talk to other coaches outside of squash. I think you need to expose yourself to other coaches within the sport, and you know, when you're at tournaments or if you get an opportunity to go to a conference where there's other speakers, or you know, I think it's really important that you open your mind, because that is what you ask a player to do, and that's how they develop and grow. So why would a coach not do, and why would they do something so differently? The art of coaching for me, I think for any coach watching this, is where are you on the sliding scale? Show, ask, tell, instruct, allow, discuss, challenge. Because coaching is very much about being, you know, very flexible. Who have you got in front of you? How do they learn? How much am I actually telling them and instructing them? How much am I actually allowing them to solve a little bit as well, you know, and feel it and fail in that particular shot or that exercise? And then that opens up maybe a little bit of a discussion, or you can challenge them, say, look, that's not working now, or that doesn't look right. What do you think you need to do differently to make that better? You know, on that sliding scale, and I think you should constantly be moving between those different areas.